I mean, why can't they just have a sheep as their mascot? Why do they have to put horns on it? Is it for grip or something? Manchester United v Derby County, FA Cup Friday. Manchester United, the drama goes on. Louis van Gaal still in charge at Manchester United. Not happy about it. We're not happy about it. Run by a complete clown at the moment. But there's an FA Cup game. There is an FA Cup game. Hence the team I've got there, which I'll go to in a moment. But what I would start out with is it's a horrible time to be a Manchester United fan at the moment. We've just all got to stick together because it's horrific. It's not great. Just totally ignored as per usual. I don't expect the club to come out and tell us what's going on. Who knows what's going on? But the treatment of the fans is ridiculous. And the fact that Louis van Gaal's still in a job when quite clearly he's lost the players, the club, the fans most importantly is ridiculous. But I tell you what, I know a lot of you probably think, well, let's lose on Friday, go out the cup, we might get rid of him. We won't. We're not going to get rid of him. It's not going to happen. So I want to win on Friday. It's such a weird situation to be in because I don't want Louis van Gaal in charge anymore. But my fury has gone beyond him now. It's gone to the bloke who makes the decisions because if Van Gaal is offered to go, then what more can he do? So there's my team, there's my lineup. De Gea in goal, obviously. Smalling and Blin, centre-backs. Right back, we've got no Darmian, so I've gone for Varela. Left back, Borthwick Jackson. Midfield of Schneidlin. Hopefully Schweinsteiger will be back. Herrera ahead of them. And then my front three is Rooney, Martial and Januzaj. I've gone for Januzaj. Played very well for the under-21s or whatever they call them now on Monday night. And you know what? Pereira didn't. And Pereira, I think, is suffering from the manager. And it's nothing against the players. I haven't really got any problem with the players, to be honest. I'm firmly in the camp that if Manchester United get rid of the manager, you'll see a massive improvement in the players because I think they are so restricted under Louis van Gaal. I think he doesn't, in the final third of the pitch we look lost and that comes from the manager who just won't let them express themselves. Our defenders have done quite well this season. Midfielders up to a point have done well, but when it comes to the going forward, everyone's failed and that's because of Louis van Gaal. So I think Pereira is suffering from a lack of confidence, as a lot of players do, like Memphis, and I think Januzaj, you know what, he's only been back a couple of weeks, maybe he's still got some confidence and he'll run at them and I would play him on the right. Lingard definitely not, as I had a go at him last week. Not really his fault. He's like Fellaini, he gets picked every week by Louis van Gaal. He's not good enough. Derby have conceded 7 goals in their last 2 games and we are playing them on Friday, so you can guarantee it'll be 0-0. I tell you what though, I'll be serious, I think we will win. I think we will win because it's absolutely what Woodward wants. I think we'll get a response like we did against Chelsea. We'll maybe get a replay out of it, but I think we'll actually win. I think we'll play well. Derby are a championship side, and I'm not being dramatic here. Manchester United are a championship side. We've scored the second least goals in the whole of the Premier League to Aston Villa, who are bottom and going down. The football's appalling. Anybody could come to Old Trafford and beat us at the moment. This is a game we could definitely lose, but I think we'll win because I think after a week of us all wanting to get rid of him in the press, they'll get a result and it'll be, oh, everything's all right again. Then we'll lose to Stoke and we'll keep him. And it's laughable, but I think we will beat Derby. And then we can say we're going to win a cup, which we won't win either. It's horrible. I'm being realistic. I don't like being negative, but it's a bad situation. But I'm not going to go as far as to say I don't want us to win. I do want us to win. And I think we will win. I think the players will respond again. It's like a recurring circle. It's the definition of Einstein, isn't it? You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing time and time again and expecting a different result. I reckon we'll play well on Friday. I think we'll get a result. Everyone will think it's okay. And then reality will strike in the next couple of games in the league. And I think 4th place is probably gone. It's gone if Louis van Gaal stays anyway. But another loss, even if you brought Jose Mourinho in now, another loss, and it really is gone. And Louis van Gaal will lose another game in the league. Maybe he will get sacked, but what really, I nearly swore then, what really gets on my nerves is that we should have sacked him at Christmas. We should have sacked him at this week. And we'll always look back on it and go, we had a chance to turn our season around and not be in the Europa League next year. Well, maybe we won't even qualify for that. But Woodward hasn't taken it, and that's where my frustration comes from now. This man, who we all know is 100% in charge of the club, making decisions about football, he hasn't got a clue. Get down Kentucky Fried Chicken and get a deal there, because you haven't got a clue about football. He's an absolute joke, and I think the Glazers are to blame for putting that joke in charge. But we're stuck with it. That's the reality. That's my team against Derby. I think it will win. I think Januzaj is quite interesting to watch, isn't it? You know, we've got to get excited about something, but I expect us to react. I don't expect a boring result. This is what will happen. They've stuck by Louis van Gaal. The players will have had it drilled into them, and they will come out and respond like they did against Chelsea. And then in a couple of games' time, we'll go back to reality, and we will lose, and we won't get top 4. That's what's going to happen. Give us your thoughts below on this derby game. I know a lot of you will be wanting us to lose, but I don't think it's going to make any difference, unfortunately. I certainly don't want that to happen. Ed Woodward spoke to the players this week, apparently, about whether they back Louis van Gaal. Have you ever heard anything so ridiculous? He pays them millions of pounds. He can give them new contracts. He appointed Louis van Gaal, and he goes to someone like Wayne Rooney and says, "What do you think about Louis van Gaal?" As if Wayne Rooney is going to say, "You're an idiot for appointing him." There's the door, Wayne. I mean, it's just ridiculous. If they want anything, I'm sure he's got access to something called the internet or a TV or a phone. Just look at the weight of 99.9% fans who not only want Louis van Gaal gone, want you gone as well, Ed, because you've just let us down, and it's really sad, really sad. But we're focusing on the football. It's derby on Friday night. Join me live straight afterwards. I think we're going to win. We are Man United, and I think we've got to want to win. I certainly do. Thanks for watching. Please drop the video a like. It means a lot to us. Subscribe to the United Stand if you're new. And that's the reality. There goes gravity.